I only really remember the druids.
God.
Fuck you, Craig.
Bully Craig. Hashtag.
Well, bully.
I'm too tired to deal with Craig today.
Oh no.
I feel that.
Oh.
Let me see where I am. Ty Drank is Mark beckoned us over and we follow him sneaky like. He warns us to keep our journey on the down low because some of them aren't. Some of the what are they called? Vistani?
Mm-hmm.
They aren't necessarily trustworthy. Me and Victor make jokes about it. About how he.
I hope
Craig,
this
get
doesn't
it the
become.
fuck together.
I mean, I'm seriously. Fuck you, Craig. All right. I hope that doesn't become a meme for the night. All right. So you are here. Then we have Glory. You are here. Then we have Victor. You are here.
Oh, it's me.
And then we have. Go ahead and put Bethany where you want to put her. We got Irina. And then we got Ismark. Excuse me. But right here, you see a small satchel to the side of this fence, and then you see going this direction to the right is the sign says that it is towards Ravenloft. This way says towards Valaki.
Well, I guess to the left then. That's where we need to go.
Yep.
Okay.
We don't necessarily have any reason to go to Ravenloft, right?
Unless we want to go straight to the BBEG and get our asses kicked.
Come on, Elfstrad, you big nerd.
Some vampire?
You pale bitch.
So, are we going to ignore the bag?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Are we just going to ignore the puzzle? Or are we just... We're good?
I mean,
I don't
it's
know.
whatever you guys want to do, it's
I don't
cool.
know. Are we going to...
I want to investigate it, I guess.
Investigate.
Okay.
Does anyone have better investigation? I just have a +1.
I got a 1.
I got a -1 or something.
Okay, I'm going to investigate this dumb bag.
I'm gonna use
Okay.
guidance.
What is that?
Alright, so add a d4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to checks, not to changes.
Would you believe it's a 4?
Oh no!
I rolled a 2 and a 1, and with my +1, that's 4.
Oh god.
Well, it's okay, because it's still daylight. There's nothing really chasing you.
It's just
So,
a bag.
as you look down, you see a small
And it
bundle.
explodes.
Yeah, it's actually an IED. It's a TPK right now. I'm sorry.
It's
This is just how the game
100%.
ends.
It's just full of C4.
Mimic bag.
You see a
Oh,
cracked
God.
leather satchel. As you kind of pick it up and look inside of it, you see
It's not even
nothing
a
but a
Birkin.
finely bound leather book, black in color, and a rudimentary lock hangs loose on the side.
Okay, I'm interested.
Okay,
Any identifying anything?
that's just it's nothing else in the satchel, but you see a finely bound black book with just a lock on it that is swung to the side.
Looks like a diary.
The lock is unlocked.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, well that's easier then.
I'm not going to open this in case it steals my soul, so I set it gently on the ground. In between all of us, like right here.
Okay. So you watch as Victor takes out this small, finely black. Bethany just shits on it. That's what happens.
I have detect magic, but I only have 2 spell slots left.
Yeah, let's not waste your spell slots.
Okay.
This just seems so much like a trap. Hey, Irene, I found a book.
She kind of walks up and just looks at it and just like, that's interesting. And she,
Does she have detect magic?
I'm sorry, I don't. But I can take a look at it. And I'm gonna make Irina roll an Arcana check. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
I don't really want her to touch it. I just wanted to know
Okay.
if she.
Well, she takes her hands back and she's like, "Well, I'll see what I can find." And she attempts an Arcana check.
Okay.
I mean, it's an interesting book.
Yep.
I'm not sure what to tell you past that. Total of 4 on that Arcana check. So
I'm gonna
So-
open the book.
I'm gonna
Okay.
step back. Hold on. What's my movement speed? 30. Hold on.
Take a healthy step
I
back.
fully step back.
Oh, bye.
So you watch as they as
Stephanie
these two
also
shun
going
Poe
to
away
step
from you.
back.
Whoa.
They dip around. You find as you open to the book, and do you just kind of open to the front page, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'll open the front page to try and find the first page with the writing on it.
Okay, so you open to the first page, and you go past it, no writing. Second page, no writing. Third page, no writing. And you continue this process, sifting through the pages, going quicker and quicker, until eventually this book's blank.
Just literally nothing here.
I mean, we
Um,
can take it with us.
It's just a nice book.
I'm going to pocket the book.
Okay, so give me 1 second. You now have a small black book.
Of soul stealing or something.
It's just a
It's
book.
cursed. Maybe if you write something in it, it talks back to you.
You mean like an audiobook?
Oh,
Like
Or
Harry
it's,
Potter.
that book, like, I think they have one in the Adventure Zone. It's like instant
Yeah.
messaging.
Yeah, there's that too. But I was thinking Harry Potter cursed Voldemort book.
Ooh, look, a photo of a book.
Do what?
I never got that far.
It's like the second book.
Oh, I don't remember it.
Oh. Never mind. We'll see. If we can like
Add it
You
to
know.
our list of weird shit we need to investigate.
yeah, maybe like before we go to bed tonight, I'll cast detect magic and see if there's anything funky about it.
Yeah, if you have a spell slot left
Yeah.
before we long rest, that's a good idea.
I think it was an exploding book.
I mean, it could have
wasn't
been.
an IED. That's nice. That's one good thing about it.
Well, that's good. Is the satchel nice? Is
I
it
was
still
just
in
about
one
to
piece?
ask, was the satchel worth taking too?
Right.
Hold on, let me
Is it
bring
alright?
that page back up because I thought we were done with it. All right, let's see.
I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure you said cracked leather. I'm
Yes,
Pretty
it is a
sure
cracked
it's
leather.
close.
So it's one of those things where it's like it's definitely seen some wear and tear. It's not bad, but it's not great either. It's
No.
definitely seen a little bit of the elements.
It's worn in.
we can afford designer. We don't need street garbage.
We don't need vintage. All right. Well, cool. I guess we'll that's that then. So let's head on to Velaki.
Okay, so you guys are continuing on the road. Is Ty, are you still in the lead here? Okay, go ahead and give me another perception check.
Da-da-da.
Up here for my paints.
That is a 12.
My paints.
Hold on one second, guys.
Tell Cat I said hi.
Tina says hi.
Shut down.
Corey and Kat say hi.
Yay!
Taylor
Well,
there?
Corey, I said hi
I
too.
said-
here. No, don't
I miss you guys.
God damn it! Hold on.
All I heard was Shreddy, no.
Get out! So mean.
Wow.
Miss that cat.
You can't just Shanghai me with the gremlin. Love you.
God, Tina, those could have been your wedding vows.
You can't just Shanghai me with the gremlin. Yeah, I love you.
Okay.
Okay.
So, what did you have? What was that perception check?
Who is rolling
13.
perception?
That
Okay.
was yeah.
Okay.
When you take the lead in marching order, you
a
do
13?
perception.
13. Okay. Put that down.
I should be.
I mean, no, a 12.
12.
What's
Okay.
your perception?
I
Plus
have
four?
plus
It
3
goes off-
perception.
It goes off on wisdom.
Yeah,
I'm very wise.
Let's see.
You
guys
just take the front
continue-
to figure out when things are coming. You're not necessarily first to act.
Yeah, find you on the map. Hold up.
Sylvis very rarely went first, but he was always in the lead of the group.
No.
We are here. Okay. Okay. So at this point, it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You guys continue your journey towards Valaki. And off to your right, you can even see very distant and over top of the trees, you see a massive castle rising as you guys turn and make your way as farther away from it. Eventually, you guys come to a much like the first time when you entered Barovia, you come to large gates of just these stone figures standing on each side. And as you approach the gates, they don't seem to, like, when you first came in here, they kind of had the like automatic like thing as they opened up in front of you. These ones you kind of go up to and you have to push your way through it. But you pass through another large set of gates as you pass through on this portion and continue your journey. Let's see. Okay. I'd say, what did I say? That was like 3 o'clock?
Mm-hmm.
About 7 o'clock. You guys keep going further and further down the road, and as the past few hours pass, sunset begins to take hold of the road here, and you see night begin to encroach. As it does, the mist of the land begins to swell in through the trees and begin to overtake the area again, cutting your vision down to half of what it was. After a couple of hours traveling, Ismark and Irina seem to be chatting a little bit off to the sides. And after a bit, Irina kind of says something with just a little more heated than you've heard her say anything, and kind of storms off and walks to the front of the line, leaving Ismark towards the back. And he kind of just seems a little bit jaded and frustrated after this interaction.
Well, that's not great. Well, I think we're all probably a bit tired. It's, starting to get dark. Maybe we should consider setting up camp. I glance at Victor, but I look at Ismark, I guess. I don't know.
I'm ready to bed down. I'm tired. My feet hurt.
Before it gets too dark.
He kind of says, "Fine, we'll stop here for the night." And just seems very, very frustrated. And you turn and look behind you. You see Irina kind of cross her arms, kind of standing next to Ty and Bethany, and just kind of like gives him like a humph, and continues. You guys set up camp for the night.
Woohoo!
Irina, do your feet hurt too? You seem like your feet also hurt.
Well, I'm fine with continuing, but my brother decided that we have to take it slow. But it is what it is. And she kind of throws her hands up and seems just a little bit frustrated. Give me an insight check.
Can I do the insight check?
What's your
Who-
insight?
I got a 22
Well,
on my insight check.
Okay. If anybody else would like to give me an insight check as well, you're more than welcome to.
it's one of the few things I'm good at.
How's an 8 sit with you?
Okay. And what you got there, Tina?
I got a 17 total.
17 total. Okay, so Ty and Glory, you both notice that Irina kind of mumbles under her breath and just like, I can take care of myself. And then she just kind of storms off. And
Multiple battles have shown that maybe you cannot.
Nah, she's been hanging out with Bethany for most of these battles.
Who also has difficulty with protection.
Well, at least Bethany has drawn blood. So
She
far.
has, and she can run and hide, but I'm just saying that's literally all Irina has done. Victor hasn't heard this. I shouldn't be commenting.
but that's what you two hear. It seems that whatever the spat was about, it seemed to be she's not too happy with Ismark's overbearing nature currently
Leadership.
during this adventure.
Okay, but she almost got kidnapped within like an hour of meeting her, so maybe he's not wrong. I don't say any of that out loud. I mostly just make eye contact with Victor and hope that he's been eavesdropping with me. So we can have a conversation without talking.
Victor, roll another insight check for me.
Okay, and this one is to understand that my wife, right?
To understand the eyebrows that Gloria is throwing at you.
Damn it.
Oh,
How about a dirty 7?
oh no!
I mean, as much as that marital connection bridges the gap of communication, just seems to be something to be left desired here.
Can we say that he understands that he missed something that I wish he had heard?
I say we can go that far, but that's about it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out if Victor is looking at her just like, did I miss something? Or he's looking at her like, do your horns itch? Like, what's up?
Oh well.
Very focused on my feet right now. They
Oh.
hurt, I guess. I just decided that for myself.
I'm gonna throw my hands in the air and go, whatever, and
Victor is a fancy boy. This is a lot more than he expected.
well, since we are we like settled in, do I need to do some rolls for like settling in?
I'd say just
Before.
you guys have enough like equipment with you to make a rudimentary camp. You guys have done this a couple of nights so far. You find a suitable spot off the road and close enough that you don't get lost in the woods, but out of the way enough so that if somebody was passing by, you wouldn't be just in the middle of the road.
Okay. Well, since it's bedtime, can I see the book, please? So that I can cast Detect Magic. See if it's...
Can I do an I'm going to investigate it myself first. Can I do an Arcana check?
Roll an Arcana check for me. We'll see what comes out the other end of this.
13.
13. I mean, that's just a nice book. That's a real nice book. You like it a lot. You get the feeling that you just want to hold on to it.
All
I
right.
mean,
All right. I'm gonna like hold it out and be like, "All right, cast your magic."
Okay. And I do it. It's a concentration spell. And
Okay.
I can see the presence of magic within 30 feet of me. So if there's anything else spooky, I'm gonna see it.
I mean, obviously I'll be glowing. I'm just kidding.
You just light up like a lighthouse.
Like a nightlight, just...
Ding!
Glory, you watch as just your vision kind of shifts, and it goes from just the standard, usual sight that you have to more of a grayscale, black and white kind of thing, and you see dark shapes glow as you look around your friends, and you see the various, small magical items that they have attached to them. You see Victor's cloak, and you see a concentration of magic around his throat. You see the vials on your hip, and the other items that you have strewn across your body as focuses and stuff like that. You also see a very small but respectable amount of magic coming from Ty somewhere deep in his chest.
Aw.
But what you notice from the book is, yes, there seems to be some kind of magical presence coming from this book. And if you give me a second, I will tell you what school of magic it is, because I know that's what you can
Okay.
say. All right. It is divination magic.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Have I heard anything about magical books like that before? Like, it's
Give me a history
blank,
check.
but- Okay, cool. I think I'm pretty good at history. Oh, that's an 18 total.
18 total. Where your studies were more in the medical field of things, but you do know that the school of divination is not outwardly dangerous, if that makes sense. It's more foresight and identifying things, and
Spying.
spying, yes, would also be an adjective you could use for the school of magic.
I don't know. I just immediately, when you said divination, I immediately was like, that book is spying on us somehow.
But that's what you know with that role.
Well, I announced to the group, yep, it's magical.
How magical?
I mean, kind of. It's divination magic, which is,
Do you know what it does?
No, I don't know that much, but we could maybe take a quill and write something in it, see what happens. We could doodle a thing. I could draw a smiley face on there. See what happens. Does anybody have ink pot? A quill?
No.
Bird feather? Bird feather would work. I could write in blood. That'd be real
That'd
dark.
be on brand for you.
That'd be real dark, but I could do it.
Technically, Ty claimed it, so I'm gonna say this is up to him.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's your book. You opened it when the rest of us were kind of like, oh
I'd
god,
rather
it's
you
gonna
didn't
explode.
put your blood in something that we know little of.
It's not my blood.
And that's the deciding factor for glory.
Fair. Yeah.
I don't
You know
have
what?
anything I can write with.
Somebody want to go
Unless-
catch us a bird?
Yeah.
But
You wanna follow-
where would we get ink from?
I mean,
Blood?
That's too edgy.
Hey,
for
yes, Mark, you got a
wholesome
pen?
too edgy for the wholesome lizard redneck.
little.
Are you
Can
asking
I roll?
for his mark for
Can
a
I
pen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, Smoke, you got a pen?
Got a pen.
He
You got
seems kind of
You got a
flustered to
fancy
begin
pen?
with in the situation, and he's just like, no, and just kind of brushes you off.
Okay, did we set up a campfire?
Okay, I know how Irina felt after Ismark was talking to her. Is she still around?
She's kind of like sitting off by herself, just kind of, brooding, I guess would be the best way to say
Going
it.
to go interrupt her brooding.
Okay.
Hey, that's my thing.
I want to like try and act friendly. I'm gonna talk to her. I'm gonna say like, I know it's rough. You wanna be on your own. You think you can take care of yourself, but he's just looking out for you. Can I roll something?
So what action are you trying to like
I
get
want
her on your
to-
side, or what? Or trying to like get her to talk to you? What are you attempting to accomplish with this conversation?
Just get her on my side. Or
Okay.
is that
Could just do a charisma check.
Yeah, just give me a straight charisma check and just see what comes out the other end of that.
That is a 9.
That is a 9. She kind of looks at you and just kind of huffs a little bit, and she's just like, "Are you trying? What do you mean? What do you mean you feel like I do?"
Okay, well, long story short. Can I borrow a pen?
She just kind of like gives you this look of like, "What the fuck?" And she just goes, "No, I don't have a pen. What?"
Fine, then be that way.
Oh my
Oh
god.
boy. I'm gonna just
While he
wave.
was doing that, did we make a campfire? Like, did we do that kind of camp?
I would assume yes that you guys did.
Okay, well, what I would like to do is, like, create some charcoal, or, like, find a piece, or
Find a good,
Or either-
cooled down
either
piece
find a
of
good
charred
piece to
wood.
use, or find a branch that I could use to make some charcoal real quick.
Okay. So you search around for a little bit, and you easily enough find like you dig out a burnt stick from there that definitely you could use as a piece of charcoal to scribe something on a piece of paper if you wanted to.
Okay, I use my dagger to just kind of, like, sharpen it a little bit, and then I hand it to, Ty, just like, here, I made you a pencil.
Cool. I'm going to write my own name in it.
Okay.
What is
So-
just drawing a smiley face?
Right.
You take this piece
Maybe
of
his
charcoal.
signature is a
Gotta-
smiley face.
Like, claim ownership of this book. I'm too invested in it so far.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So you write your name in big, bold, blocky Comic Sans letters right on the front page.
No.
Not the most elegant writer.
What you do? How long do you want to wait for something to happen? Do you just kind of write it and then close the book and say I'm done, or what are you doing?
Like at least a minute.
A minute passes, no changes.
Any of you want to write anything in the book?
Try closing it and opening it back up again. See if anything changes first.
All right, I do that.
Okay, so you shut the book and you open it back up again. The words are gone.
Ha. Knew something would be fucky if you did that. I don't know what, but
I don't think anything happened.
he just... I thought you said that it was...
Can
like,
I shut it and open it
Oh,
again?
was it?
You shut it, you open it back up again. Nothing changes, it's just except for the fact that it's blank pages now.
Okay. I guess it blipped out for a second.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't want to touch that personally. Victor's out.
Any other ideas?
Well, you could try writing hello.
Hello, hey, how are you?
Is it, or like, is anyone there, or something like that?
ASL.
Check the chat.
I'll write that. I'll write hello,
So you take a moment and you
and
again
then close
Comic
it up.
Sans, scribe that in there, close it up. How long are you waiting before you open it, or you just
I'm not waiting too long. Like 10 seconds.
okay, so you shut the book, open back up again, words are gone yet again.
Can I write something in the book?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna take a pencil and I'm gonna write ASL question mark.
No.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna close the book and hand it back because that's all I got.
Okay. So you open back up again. You see F20M.
Oh!
You see what?
Don't
F20.
worry about it.
It's not real.
It's not real.
No. I was about to be like, Dustin. That's some important information.
Tina was making a connection.
I was making friends.
Okay.
Yeah, it's yet again. It's blank.
Oh.
Well,
Want to put a small cut in one of the pages and then close it and open it.
Okay, so you do that. And you
Like-
shut it and close it.
A cut on the center of a page, not on the edge. So once it's closed, you can't tell.
Sorry, describe that again.
Like, instead of cutting on the edge outside of the page, I'd cut a hole in the center of one of the pages.
Oh, so you just like puncture a hole in one of the pages.
Yeah.
Okay. So you do this, you shut the book, wait a few minutes, open back up again. The hole's still there, but the scraps of paper, the things that would have made it so the book didn't close completely have been removed.
Oh, I got an idea. I have the oak leaf that is from my background. I'm going to put it in the book and close the book.
Ooh,
Okay.
rub the charcoal over it first before you put it in the book, because then it'll leave the impression of the leaf in the paper.
Alright, I do that.
Okay. So you do that, you charcoal the leaf, close it into the book, wait a few seconds, open it back up again. The leaf is gone, and all the charcoal markings are gone as well.
The whole leaf is gone?
Yes.
Oh.
Huh.
Huh.
is it a book of holding? Like, what's happening?
Yeah, right leaf in with intent to pull the leaf back out, I guess.
Yeah, give me back my leaf.
Yeah.
Fax it back, you cowards.
Okay. So you write, "Give it back, you cowards." Close the book, open back up again. Farts are gone. No response.
Okay. So it's not like a bank, necessarily.
Huh. I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah.
Can I just write what was an oak leaf? Just write the word oak leaf.
Okay, so you do that. And same thing, shut the book. As you do, words, you open back up again, words are gone.
Okay, real quick,
Can I,
guys, side huddle. Dustin, mute real fast. How can we make sure that we do this for at least 2 more hours and just completely drive him insane? Sorry.
I don't know. I'm probably ready to give up on this for now.
Where's this stuff going?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't. Book of holding.
Book of holding.
Just fill it with dirt or something.
Cursed.
If we don't
Yeah,
stop,
just
if we
fill
don't,
it with-
if we don't stop now, I'm just going to start dumping dirt in.
Just dumping dirt in between the
This
pages.
is the
Okay.
natural progression. I am in DM hell. Okay.
Yeah, also, definitely plan
The
to
moment
try
when-
and...
Sorry,
We
no.
have to try and... We have to try and close the book over an enemy's head at some point
Hold
now.
on.
As soon as
Yeah.
what I was thinking is Ty's just gonna shut his finger in it and see what comes out the other end.
Oh god,
Oh,
no.
Maybe
no.
it wants a donation. I think I'll just drop one of my gold coins, and that's it.
Yeah.
No.
No, like
At least do a copper or something.
cover your
oh.
like thumbprint in charcoal and then put that on there and close your thumb in the book. See if you lose your thumb.
You will lose your thumb. Please don't do that.
Okay, I'm going to write a penny for your thoughts, ? And put one gold coin in the book pages. Close it.
For Christ's sake, use a copper!
So you close it in the book.
I don't have any copper.
I
You
can
wait a few
make
seconds.
change for you!
You open back up again. Nothing is there except
Alright.
the
Ooh.
words "Thanks, fam. Thanks for the gold. The gold's gone. Yeah, no, there's no wording there. Just, it's gone. It's fucking gone."
I was gonna say, Venmo receipt pops up.
Right.
Alright, I closed the book, put it back in my bag.
Okay.
God
Cool.
damn it. Okay.
It's a chair. It's a chair.
It's a chair. Well,
Jackal? Jackal. It's
no,
a jackal.
this is a fancy book. It does something, but we don't know what yet. Just because we don't know what yet doesn't mean that we're. It's not as bad as the chair. That's what I'm getting at.
That's fair. That's very fair. The chair is completely ridiculous. That is.
The
What
Mighty
was the
Nine
chair?
the Mighty Nine sat for like
Oh.
30 minutes staring at a chair because they were sure that it was something else, and Matt was just like, "No, it's just a chair."
Oh, okay. I was like, did y'all play a session without me? I don't remember a fucking chair.
It was rough.
Sorry, that was a reference to Critical Role. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's only fair. You referenced Dungeons and Daddies one day, and I think I'm the only person who got it, so...
Yeah, I'm just gonna make like lore part of the like podcast I'll listen to.
Just
I mean-
sprinkle it in.
Yeah.
All right, so are you guys bed down for the night? Ty, you put the book back in your bag. A little confused and frustrated, but otherwise okay. Are you guys doing watches? Just bedding down? What are you doing?
We should do watches.
Always do a watch.
Yeah, I can take a watch.
Yeah, I guess we can each take one.
Yeah.
She's got pretty good perception, so I can take one.
Do you want to do yours Do you need to do your ritual? Do you want to do yours last?
This is a short rest, right?
No, we're going to do a long rest.
Actually, I'd rather do mine first so that I can do my ritual and then get all of my spells back.
Oh, okay. Okay. So Glory will go first. Would you rather go second or last, Ty?
I can go second.
Okay, I'll bring up the rear then.
Okay, so one more again. Who's first?
Me.
Glory. Next is
Me.
Ty. Third is
Victor.
Victor.
Victor. Alright. So, first off, Glory, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. Wow. That is 19.
Okay, so as the night begins to settle in on you and the mist begins to swirl, you hear the heavy breathing of those around you. But you also hear the small groans and small twitches as Irina tosses and turns on the satchel not very far from you. Kind of watch as you look over and you see that she's just coated in a cold sweat.
But she's not doing too much. I guess I'm gonna just shake her shoulder a little bit, trying to be quiet, not wake anybody else up.
Okay, so you walk over to her and you shake her a little bit to try and see what's going on. So 20 hits your AC.
Yeah, that hits me.
So as you shake her awake, you watch in slow horror as she reaches underneath her cloak and her pillow and just takes a dagger and just and then rakes it across your hand where you've got it on her shoulder. You take 3 points of slashing damage as she just slashes it across your hand and instantly, oh my god, and then just like lets this gasp of just like confusion, upset, scared, and instant regret.
I just go, no, it's okay. It's fine. I shouldn't have. I probably should have to hear something else out. We're in a. I should have seen that coming. It's okay. Are you all right? You look like you were having a nightmare.
She kind of comes up to you. I'm so sorry. And she just seems very upset with herself, but she instantly goes into her small pouch and she starts rummaging through them, and you instantly realize she's digging through a medicine kit. And she comes up with a small bandage and tries to start wrapping her hand and just like is cursing herself a little bit under her breath. And she goes, I had another dream about him again. And you see in her distress and the heat, you see the 2 bite marks on her neck, still unhealed, but uncovered by the scarf that she normally wears around her neck.
I'm sorry. What happened in the dream?
He took control of me again. I won't let that happen again. That night in the graveyard, I fought with all that I had, and I couldn't break free, no matter what I did. I kept walking towards those eyes, those red eyes. It's happened before, everything's always a blur. But I can't keep living like this. And she kind of slowly bandages up your hand. You gain back 2 hit points as she bandages your hand, wrapping it.
Well, on the bright side, your reflexes are really good, so you got that going for you.
She lets out like a mirthless chuckle and just... I guess you could say I have that. I've been meaning to put this to use, and you kind of look as she digs through her satchels again. She brings out a small sword, something with an ornate handle and a very small length to the blade, but it's point and small and fine. And you notice that it's a small rapier.
Well, that's neat. That's very pretty.
Thank you. My father had it made. Ismark wants me to be careful and always hide when danger comes, but how do you do it? How do you face foes and stand against the evils that come in the night?
Well, it's not easy, but I am a follower of the Raven Queen, so death is less scary when you know that you're gonna go join your god if you do die. Here it's a little bit worse, because death is weird here, so it's a little less.
What do you
sure.
mean?
Well, it seems like everybody's cursed. It isn't. It's different. It's hard to explain. Maybe I still gotta pray on it, I think.
I understand. I feel that my prayers to the Morning Lord go to deaf ears. Have you ever heard from your your guard since you've been here?
Not directly, but she doesn't. She tends to talk directly. My understanding is that they try to use a subtle hand. So yeah. I haven't heard from her directly, but I know she's with me, otherwise I wouldn't be able to do the things that I do. So
She kind of nods.
Got that.
And she focuses again on the sword, and she just goes, I'm going to become stronger. I'm going to protect myself from these creatures, these monsters that seem to want to ferry me towards this devil.
well, learning sword fighting would certainly help that. Is that... I don't mean to pry, but is that what you got in a fight with Ismark about?
He's always been reluctant to teach me, and I figured what better time to learn than on the road.
Yeah. Battlefield is certainly definitely trial by fire, but it's a necessity.
Well, you all seem capable and good at what you do. And thank you again for helping me and my brother make our way to the Laki. We wouldn't have made it this far without you and your companions. And she kind of... You see her shudder a little bit as she remembers Beardfist and Emmy and Cal just exploding into meat chunks. And just kind of shakes it off a little bit. And goes,
Yeah, that's part of the weirdness.
It's just... It's a very strange land, I understand.
Yeah.
I'm sorry again about the hand.
That's alright. You did a good job bandaging up my hand, so, no harm, no foul.
Victor sits straight up in his sleep and screams, "Oh shit, did we forget to feed Bethany?" And then falls back asleep.
Roll perception check for Bethany for me.
Ooh.
Bethany heard her name and just like, what?
That's a natural 1.
Yeah. Nothing's gonna get that lizard out of bed.
Not even food?
Not even food, apparently. So,
I think the word meat chunks made its way into Victor's brain in his sleep and was just like, oh yeah!
So, a small terse moment as you two both focus on Victor as he has this outburst and falls back asleep. And,
You get
Irina...
used to it after a while.
It's like, is he always that light of a sleeper? Then he talks in his sleep, right? Does he sleepwalk?
Does he sleepwalk?
Do I? I feel like you would be the one to know.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, because just about everything else that we've properly rolled has reflected real life, but this would be...
This would be a twist. Finally, we're deviating from IRL.
From the formula. Yeah, is that Victor's the one who sleepwalks.
I don't know. Roll for it, I guess?
Roll for it. I don't know.
Even he does, odd he doesn't.
Yeah.
It was odd, so no, I don't sleepwalk. This is weird.
This is not a regular occurrence. It's just it's been a hard couple of days. So I think that's part of it. We're pretty fresh on the trail, relatively speaking. So he grew up in the lap of luxury,
He's not used to non-king size beds.
He's not used to the ground.
I do still have a king-size sleeping bag, though.
No.
She kind of softly
Just
chuckles
carrying
and just
the
says,
king-size sleeping bag.
Victor had better be.
Someone. I don't know.
Well, she kind of chuckles and laughs at this and just says, well, I'm glad that you have each other. And she kind of looks towards you. Would you like a friend for the rest of your watch?
Yeah, that would be great, actually. Sometimes it's hard to stay awake when you're alone and it's quiet.
So you guys take the next hour and just kind of trade small stories and small just comfortable conversation as you two kind of have the beginnings of a small bond growing. You know, get a little bit more of an insightful view into Irina's day-to-day. Is there any questions that you'd like to ask her during this hour?
Are they originally from Barovia? Or is Barovia is the town that we started at, right?
Yes.
Okay, I couldn't remember if it was like
It's like the
entire
township
land.
and the land is the name of
Oh.
Barovia. It's confusing. Yeah.
No, actually, I get that because I'm from the town of Wilson in the county of Wilson. So that is,
Yeah.
I get that.
It's one of those.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I would, if they were originally from the town of Barovia, is, how old are they? Regular stuff.
I'm not really sure how old I am. I just remember growing up here. As Mark said, that, we grew up as children, but past that, I'm not sure. My childhood is a lot of a haze to me.
That's not surprising. Seems like if death is weird, then time's probably weird here too.
Days always run together here. They always have.
And is Mark's the older sibling?
Yes, he's always been looking out for me, and even before Strahd began to show his face in our town and seemed to be preoccupied with me.
Well, it's nice to have a sibling with you. Like built-in company.
Sometimes. The earlier we have our disagreements.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you still got each other.
That's
You
true.
still got somebody looking out for your back.
Yeah. She kind of nods and laughs, and I'd say with this, again, exchanging small pleasantries, come to the end of your watch.
Cool. I think it was Ty next.
Yeah, that's who I have next.
Okay, well, I'm gonna wake up him and then steal all of Victor's blankets, his king-size blankets.
It's okay, he's used to being cold.
Glory walks over and alligator death rolls all of the blankets away from Victor. Ty, go ahead and give me a perception check for this portion of your watch.
That is a 19.
A 19. Okay. So you kind of stoke the flames to the small campfire that you guys have lit, and Bethany kind of wakes up and snuggles up next to you as well, trying to just get warmth and, provide company for you on this portion of your watch. An hour passes. Mist begins swirling around the camp, but not much different than what happened before. But then, as time goes on, you begin to hear footfalls coming from the distance, further down the road. You begin to hear clomping of hoofbeats, and you watch as the fog begins to swell and even become thicker in the camp. You see a man in the firelight come charging into the camp, running full tilt. And as he does, you see him sprint past, and he goes, just running this way. What are you doing?
He's still running towards us.
He's running, going north of the road, but running past you, seeming to not even pass by your camp, just running.
Does he look like a normal person?
In the brief glimpse that you had, yes, he seemed like just a very tall person, kind of a simple looking man, very large, like maybe 6'5", stumbling footfalls, running further down the trail.
Can I stop him?
You get up, so you jump up and you shout.
Yeah, I want to get him to slow down or stop. Get his attention. Like,
What do you say?
Whoa there. What's going on?
He says, "Run!" And then behind you, you hear the large and thumping footfalls of creatures coming from the mist.
Oh.
You see a figure step into the firelight. The size of a small bear or a large cow. You see a wolf cresting around a tree. We're going to take a break here and everybody roll initiative for me.
Oh no!
Ooh.
Was it long enough to get my spells back?
That
Unfortunately,
is
it wasn't.
15
Oh,
for
no.
me.
Oh, wait, is that your total, or is that what you rolled?
Ooh.
All right, I'll be right back. You guys let me know what they are in the chat.
Okay. Oh no.
I rolled a 15, but I have a +3 to mine, so...
I just get a flat 15.
Oh, I gotcha.
I got a whole 10.
What is your character's perception?
My perception is a +4.
Oh,
Because it goes off my wisdom.
I have a
15.
+3.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, wisdom's the only thing I'm actually good at.
I'm good at animal handling, insight, and survival, constitution saving throws, and strength saving throws.
Yeah, I mean, for the stuff that I get the proficiency bonus, it's better, but all of my modifiers are either a +1 or 0, except for wisdom, which I get a +4 on. So, I rolled real bad when I rolled her up. It's pretty rough. More pizza.
Okay.
Roll.
So, let's see. We got... Always a layering issue. Add turn. Then we got... Add turn. Add turn. Wait, where's my... There it is. Okay. David, you had an 18. Gabe, you had 15. Tina, you had 10. What'd you roll for Bethany?
Oh, I did not roll. That is not a good roll. Her dex mod is... She got a 4.
4 total.
Yep, 4.
Ooh, okay. We add her to the initiative order. We roll for Pop. 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 Pop.
Harry.
In 1880.
All right. So, I would say that Irina is first. She wakes up. So, did you shout anything when you saw that? What did you shout? You shout, "Hey, stop!"
Yeah.
So, Irina is going to be the first one to jump up. She jumps up from being prone and sleep and looks around and sees you shouting and asks, "What's going on?" And then takes out her rapier and kind of just stands at the ready. Next, we come to Victor. What you doing? Say you are prone and you just heard this shout.
Okay. Has the map changed?
That is why you guys have not seen what I've been saying.
Yeah. I was like, turn order's blank, we're in the same place. Okay, that's different. That's better. Okay, so... Is the marker that's on the road, is that the person that he stopped?
Yes.
So this is not an enemy that I'm pinging.
No.
Okay, good to know.
He doesn't look like a corn person either.
No, he doesn't.
It is important to note he is not a corn people.
Okay. Should I attack him?
I don't know, should you?
I don't know! I just woke up!
That is completely your gut response. What you doing?
Okay.
He's not
Do I have to
coming
use...
towards
I have to
you.
use half my movement to stand up and be alert and everything, right?
Yeah, half your movement to stand up and kind of like understand what's going on. You just heard Ty shout and you're kind of just taking it all in at once.
Okay. And I can I actually see this wolf, or am I using...
That's off a
Or is
Tina's.
it...
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. I'd been kind of wondering about that. Okay, I'm going to...
Bone in. Barbecue. Thank you.
Anything else?
That'll be it.
Fries?
Fries, please, yes. Sorry, ordering dinner.
Okay, I'm going to step into the road, which is only like 10 feet. And look both ways and take a step this way. Oh, that's
Well,
That's-
cool.
That's very large. Okay. Cool. I wish I had more spell slots. I will... You know what? Let's start us off fun. Going to use a magic missile. Because I only
Okay.
actually used one first level spell, so I still have a couple of those. So I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Which
So
one are you
that's-
targeting?
The one on the road. The one
Okay.
directly in front of me. Because I think I'm not 100% sure with the sight thing. Well, yeah, no, I can see both of them.
Yeah.
And actually, since I can see both of them, I am actually going to aim for the one behind the tree first.
Okay.
So all three of these are going to hit him. Because that one's just slightly closer to my wife. So. Alright, so let's see, that's 4, 6. Damn it, David, do math. 3 plus 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8. Okay, 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay. So, soon, 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 these arcane missiles fly into it, and you hear a small yelp as it continues galloping and gathering speed towards the group.
Okay. And that's all of my turn.
Okay. So next, after being hit by this volley, it's going to, skirt and, move away from where it was originally planning on charging, and is going to come towards you.
Okay.
Alright,
Oh god, it's so big.
Ooh, I see it a little bit.
That
Nice.
is a 15 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay. So you watch as it goes up to you, and this wolf that is the size of a small horse just kind of comes up and tries to lash onto you. You zip out of the way, dodging its oncoming attack. Next we come to Ty. What you doing?
Well, hold on. What is it? Is it a small horse, a big cow?
It is a
Small bear, big cow.
I
small-
swear,
Big ol'
Americans will do anything to avoid the metric system.
fuck you.
Cool.
Hey, Dustin.
Mhm.
I cannot see Ty.
Every time.
Layering.
No, not even layering. It's just the tokens are fucky, and I don't know why.
Oh.
Weird.
We'll get there eventually. There you go.
Yeah.
I don't think I should be at full health. I had asked before, and we just thought it was a long rest, and then I think this happened, and I think you said that none of us got a rest.
No, nobody
No.
should have a long rest at this point.
Okay. I think I had 36 health.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Cool.
You were almost full, but not quite.
I mean, I'm missing 5 hit points.
Mhm.
More than 10%.
Well, when
Okay.
you look at it that way, yeah.
But you're
Shut your
also
mouth.
like
If
10 HP higher than
If
my max.
anyone else was missing 5 hit points, that would be like a lot more.
If Tina was missing 5 HP, we'd
That'd be like
scared.
25% of health. Okay, my turn. I am going to do 10 feet. I can't see much, but I can see this thing a little bit.
I would say once you get out of the light of the campfire,
Yeah.
you are fighting in the dark.
Okay.
So you make
I'm
the
just
faint outline of
going-
this. This isn't going to be a disadvantage roll on this one, but if you move... Hold on, okay. If you move further into the dark, you will be rolling at disadvantage after this little small radius that you see.
Actually, can I rage and then hit him? Do I hear anything else, or is it just this one?
You see
What?
a shifting shadow in the mist further down the road, but this is
Ooh.
the one that you can clearly see.
Okay, I'm going to rage and hit him with reckless advantage.
All right, so bonus attack, and then you.
Actually,
swing and reckless.
I'm flanking him, right?
Yes, you are flanking, so you can do
Okay,
that too.
so I will not reckless attack. That is a 23 to hit with the battle axe.
You got it, dude.
And that is a D10, right? Yeah, should be a D10.
That sounds right.
Yep, plus. That is 11 damage.
Ooh.
Plus 2 from Barbarian Anger.
So
Plus
13
3
total?
from Strength. No. Just, what was it?
You said 11.
Yeah, 11. I rolled a 6, so that's plus 5.
Okay. Alright. Good hit. So you watch as Ty runs up with his battle axe and then clefts one of the haunches of this beast as it yells out in pain. It's starting to look rough. Next we come to the lumbering guy this way. Some of you guys are waking up, kind of looking around. You see he's a little bitten and hurt, but he's going to rush over this way to capitalize on this situation. You just kind of hear him go, "You hurt me," and runs up.
All the
So-
tiny voices back.
He's
So,
going to.
Is he turning around?
Yeah,
to,
he turned around and
Cool.
ran back, and you see him take this spear and just kind of like start jabbing at this giant wolf here. $14 to hit. That hits. Woo! Good hit. He come go, I don't like you. You hurted me bad. He goes in for another swing. Yeah, that's another hit. And he just kind of goes, and you were a pretty puppy, but I don't like you no more, as it dies.
If they
He just
die,
kinda
he
goes-
usually just retroactively had more big wolves.
And for the rest of his turn, he's gonna go, "Are you okay?" As he looks at the corpse. Next, Gloria, you're up. What you doing?
Well, can I?
Quickly, resurrect this poor dog!
The doggy!
No, Bethany needs something to eat.
The real reason India monsters get killed in this campaign. The lizard needs snacks.
God, you could really say that about half the party at this point.
Can I? Can I hold my turn? Can I move and then hold my turn?
Yeah, you can hold your action. What are you trying to do?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Well, maybe I'll just do, because I can see the edge of this wolf. Well, I can see like 2 squares of him, but I also don't want to. So can I hold my
Actually,
action?
you yourself, you can't see him, but you're looking through Victor's eyes on that one.
Oh, I'd have to be
Yeah.
like there to be able to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna stand behind Victor. And can I hold the dead until somebody else gets it?
Yes, you can. So you channel this arcane energy, waiting for the opportunity to strike. What was you were here.
Yes.
What was your movement?
I think it called it like 15.
15. Okay, then that's good. All right. So Ismark, he is next. He's going to jump up, and seeing the corpse of this giant fucker here is going to be like, what the hell? And he's going to jump up and take a bit of a defensive stance over here next to Irina. Next, we come to this one. It is going to, smelling the blood of a hurt enemy, is going to run this way and attack this figure, this large man. That is... Yeah, that hits. Damn it. Lowest roll I could possibly do.
Oh, okay. I was like, did you just kill our NPC?
No, it was
I don't know. That NPC is pretty beefy.
2d6. I rolled ones on both.
Snake eyes.
Ouch.
These are
So
not lucky wolves.
this figure takes 5 points of damage and will need to make a strength saving throw. He definitely passes because okay, that's just all right. Bethany's up.
Okay. She's a bit slow, but she has
So she
her reaction is based solely on the smell of some meat chunks. She's gonna like get over here.
okay.
She can't really see much. She can smell meat chunks though. I think she'll just like take some meat chunks and take some meat chunks and go back over here. Maybe like
Okay,
hide around the campfire. Yeah.
So you watch, much like a cobra, Bethany skitters up and just, and then goes over and takes just a flank off of the wolf and just like skitters back over by the campfire, like holding it a little
There's
bit over
something else
the.
out there.
She kind of plops it back onto the coals and just waits for it to cook, just at the ready.
Crap.
Yeah.
A lot of burnt hair smell. It's rough. Irina kind of seeing this, and she's gonna steady herself and decide it's my time to fight. So she is going to rush this direction, and is flanking. Is going to take a swipe at this wolf here. Ismark kind of lets out a yell of "What are you doing?" as she runs forward and just completely ignoring him.
Does she have disadvantage or dark vision?
You are correct. I have the DM view, so she is blind, so she's rolling at disadvantage. That's a big old whiff there, sir.
Very smart.
A 10 ain't gonna do it, but she's like, yeah, I'm at the ready. That's her turn. As we
It
come
is
to
like
Victor.
her first day holding this.
Alright, I am going to move, next, actually, yeah, I'm gonna get over here so we can flank the flank out of this flank. And I'm going to just use my dagger and stab at him,
Okay.
because I don't really want to use my other spell just yet. That's an 18 on the die.
Yeah, you got it, homie.
Okay, so let's see. It's D4 plus Dex mod for damage. There we go. That's my max damage, so that's 7.
So
Was there something else I had?
finding a
Oh, and my
tendon,
proficiency. That's 9, actually. Sorry.
you don't add your proficiency to damage.
No, you have
Oh,
switch
okay.
rolls.
Then yeah, 7.
Okay. So you finding a tendon in one of the legs, you reach out and stab your dagger into it, slicing the tendon in half. It lets out this cry of pain. Good hit.
Ooh, actually, hold on. I am going to do something. I am going to use, for I think only like the second time ever, my sorcery points and use one of my spells as a bonus action.
Oh shit. Okay.
So I'm going to do Quicken Spell and cast... Yeah, screw it. I will do Magic Missile. Why not? Oldie but a goodie. Yeah.
So what
I'm
level are you
just gonna-
casting magic missile? Just at
Just at
second-
first level.
First level. Okay.
Yeah. So let's see. 4 plus 4 is 8. Plus 3 is 11. Right? Yes.
11. Shit. Good hit, dude. Yeah. So again, these arcane missiles, zoom, 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 like almost like letting a shotgun at point blank range. You watch as these arcane darts slash into this dire wolf. It is not looking good.
It's like a redneck 4th of July. And since
Oh.
somebody did damage, I unleashed Toll of the Dead.
That's right. Yes. So go ahead and roll for Toll the Dead. As in one round, my encounter is defeated.
Well, that's okay, because
Just-
I need a nap. You have to make a wisdom saving.
Because wolves are smart. Here we go.
Yay! That's why I didn't pick
4 on the
dex.
die, so that is a 5 total.
Well, that doesn't do it. I'm sorry.
The wisdom of the wolves failed this day.
Yeah, I am still glad I didn't pick the dex one. Because I feel like wolves are probably pretty good at that.
Yeah, a little more dexterous.
That is 11 points of necrotic.
11? Fuck. Okay, yeah.
I rolled an 11.
Glory said it is time to go to bed as this necrotic energy seeps out. You watch as the wolf yelps out in pain, looking very concerned and cornered now at this point. Ty, it's your turn. What you doing?
It's still alive.
It's holding on.
Punch this wolf!
It's like right across this wolf right over here. Is that where I hear it from?
Yeah.
Yes, you hear it
can't-
in this general direction. You can't see this, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
And I can hardly see like your pings because they're black.
Oh, hold on. I'll change that. I will change it to... what color is nobody using? I'm going to use red.
So could you ping that again?
Yeah, so you hear things
okay.
coming from this direction.
I can't really see anything. I'm going to move over here. Ooh,
Perfect.
there is stuff. Perfect. I'm going to... So... You only get advantage once, but I also have disadvantage because of darkness, right?
So it's a straight
But-
roll.
Yeah.
Well, actually... So
Oh.
the darkness and the flanking cancel out, so if you wanted to use Reckless, then you would have advantage.
Yes, that's what I was asking. I will use Reckless Attack.
way to work it around.
That is 16 to
That
hit.
hits.
Okay. And that is 12 damage.
How do you want to do this?
I imagine I just like leap over the body of the first wolf and come down with the axe on the second one.
So you watch as this wraith in the night, Victor, jumps over the corpse of this wolf and just fucking like full Nelsons this other one straight into the spine, shattering it as it crumples and lets out this final gasping yip as just steam roils off his body as his head is completely cleaved off of its shoulders. You guys have destroyed my direwolf puzzle in like 3 rounds.
Actually, not even a full 2 turns because Tina only went once.
Start adding retroactively add more wolves.
That's okay.
Yeah, we could take another one.
No, I have one spell slot. And also, there's this guy.
Come on, but this is a good time for us to do some grinding.
Oh boy.
Yeah, where's this other guy?
So, stumbling towards the campfire, this figure kind of
Oh,
walks
boy.
over here so that he can see. And
I'm gonna kind of help guide Ty and Irena back to the campfire.
Well, we
Okay,
can
so-
still see the firelight.
yeah, you guys can
Oh.
still see the firelight. So you
That's
Head-
fair. I didn't
You
think
can
about
see
Heading
the
out.
fire when you're outside of its light.
So
Yeah, that
as
makes
this
sense.
figure walks up, Victor and Glory, you both recognize this person.
Oh, really?
A brief encounter, you remember a very large man trundling out from the back of the mercantile shop back in Barovia.
we do.
Is that the guy's like bodyguard?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
Hold on, I got some pages. Oh boy. Wow. Bud, I'm sorry I don't remember your name. But what are you doing so far away?
Well, Bildrath told me to come get Ismark.
What for?
Oh, the Strahd's been visiting the city looking for Irena. And he kind of like turns over towards her and he's like, "Hi, Miss Arena. How are you today?" And like he's looking like rough. Like there's like chunks bitten out of him. He's bleeding in a lot of places. But he's just but he's standing up straight, and he's a sturdy dude, but he definitely looks like beaten boogered at this point.
So, he said, can you repeat what he said? I was writing.
He said that Strahd has been looking for Irina back in Barovia, and Bildrath sent him to come and get Ismark.
Well, we're, we kind of need Ismark with us. And is, Vildras friends with Strahd?
No, but he said that business isn't good when Strahd's going around taking people away.
Business is also not good when customers are completely unable to afford services.
Yeah, actually, hard point.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah, what was it, 500 gold for one?
Correct.
One
It was
potion?
or something like that. Yeah, it was more than we could afford.
Right.
And
Well,
we're wealthy.
we don't get very many of those.
Imagine you don't get many customers either.
Just a few, but Bildrath said that if we keep the prices high, that people will buy it if they need it.
I don't have time to teach economics in the middle of the night.
It is right. Well, I'm sorry. I think I missed your name again. What was your name?
Periwimple.
Harry.
Yeah, I'm not positive we ever heard his name in the first place. I'm fairly certain it was bodyguard and an imposing figure showed up, and that was the end of it.
I have recorded evidence. You did hear it.
Are you sure? Because
100%.
Periwimple sounds like something we would have remembered.
Not necessarily.
Bildrath shouted it over his shoulder, but you guys had already checked out because he told you how much the potions were.
Yeah, was I busy yelling about how expensive things were that I wasn't paying attention?
Well, Periwimple, it is... Can I look at the moon and tell what time it is?
Yeah, it's there is never so much as like a sky, it is just clouds, but you can tell by the distant light sifting through it that it is probably like dark 30. It's late.
Okay. That's what I thought. Periwimple, well, would you mind picking up this conversation in the morning? It is, the middle of the night, if you haven't noticed. I think we might need to do some the wolf body, maybe move them away from camp.
Bethany, you got this, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think she can devour two large.
She doesn't have to eat them. Just eat what she wants, and then we can drag the rest away.
I don't know. Is it physically possible for her to dispose of at least one of them?
Oh boy.
Roll a constitution check for Bethany, and we'll see what happens.
It's like a burger eating contest.
The real question is, would she know when she's full? Or is she one of those where you can't overfill her bowl?
Like half. See all the food and you scarf it down. Throw up in the middle.
She got a 12.
So you kind of direct Bethany towards one of the direwolf corpses, the one that she took a chunk off of, and she's already kind of consumed the slab of meat that she ripped off and set on the coals to cook for a second and horked it down. And she just kind of greedily waddles over and continues to eat for a couple of minutes. And it is not a good sight. There's a lot of smacking. There's a lot of like gore and viscera, and she's just happy as can be.
Okay. Can I just like toss the other wolf? As how much do you think it weighs? Like 300 pounds? 600 pounds?
Okay,
Hold on.
well, a large cow would weigh like almost literally a ton.
Yeah.
But
that's
this is
a
a
cow.
small cow.
Let me see.
This is supposed to be a small cow.
It is roughly like 700 pounds.
Okay.
Please tell me you just Googled how much a direwolf weighs.
I googled what does the large weight mean for
Oh,
5th
okay.
edition.
Did I ever notice if Glory was taking the blood of these things?
Things. Oh.
I think you were sneaky in some things. Did you take any from the dire wolves that in this most recent encounter?
No, I already have 2 vials, and they're both pretty recent, so I wouldn't think they would have.
Do I have to worry about them coagulating? Because it's already going to turn into a...
I don't know, man.
No.
I'd say you're good. I say
Yeah,
yeah.
they're both like a day old.
That's one step too far.
Am I still raging? It hasn't been too long since we left combat, but
I'd say if you want to angrily be sitting in the campfire, you can.
can I angrily chuck one of the dire wolf corpses as far into the woods as possible?
All right, so
Eat that wolf!
Macho Man Randy Savage, give me a strength check as you attempt to
I do have
yoke
advantage on strength checks while I'm raging.
Okay.
Do I get advantage?
I would say you would.
Okay.
Because if nothing else, you're angry still that you got woken up from your sleep.
Did you say you?
Ooh, that's a 24.
So, yeah, 20 feet.
Is that far enough?
I mean, it's off the road. I think that's good enough.
Good enough.
As far as I can tell. But yeah, that's good. That's fine. We're good.
Okay, I'm done. Is the other one pretty much gone?
Bethany's working on it, but she's starting to
Okay.
get that like telltale signs of like you know when a snake just doesn't know when to stop, and like her stomach's starting to get distended, and she's still just munching.
Toss the rest into the campfire, just to get
I was
rid
gonna
of
say,
it.
good news is this one should weigh significantly less now.
Well, at least Bethany's eating well.
Well, if we throw the rest of this one in the campfire, we can too, I suppose. Who's up for some adventure eating?
Oh boy.
Always down. Can I
roll a
cook?
survival? Can I roll a survival check to see if we can eat wolf?
Sure.
If
Can I
you're brave
roll a
enough, anyone
survival
can.
Can I roll a survival check to cook the wolf?
I would say, yeah. Give me a survival check to like clean up the animal and make sure it's not just a mound of burnt hair that you're cooking over the campfire.
Or we can see if it's edible afterwards.
So
I rolled a natural 1
Okay.
and
Yeah, I'll let you go first.
14 with a jizz +5, and that's a 19 survival.
Oh, that's right. You lucky. Okay.
Yeah,
I was.
thankfully.
Arguably.
So with a 14, you kind of like
No,
beat,
a 19. Because I have
okay, with the
+5 from my survival skill.
oh hell,
14 on
okay.
the dice.
So you beat off Bethany with a stick as she kind of like grumbles and goes over and, well, at this point waddles over towards a stump to like sleep off what she's consumed. You definitely begin to like cut off different sections of the wolf and getting small stakes ready to put over the campfire.
Okay. I rolled a natural 20 just to make sure that we can actually eat this wolf and not get like parasite.
Meat's homie. It looked good. It fine.
Just like
Steaks are
happen to
good.
have steak
cook it-
sauce
just
in
cook
your
it well done.
medicine bag or something. And then
Just have a Tums ready.
Right. Well,
So you
Alright, I
stake
guess we're
up.
feasting.
So you guys at a good 4 a.m. just meat sweat palooza. You guys dig into these
this
these
is
wolf
not
steaks.
healthy for anyone.
Periwinkle kind of waddles over and is like,
Oh,
"Oh, these guys taste real good."
and once I've eaten my fill, I'm gonna go back to sleep.
So a solid protein-filled nap. I'm assuming at this point, Victor, you're on watch.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay. Oh, yeah, I suppose you're wanting a... what is it?
Perception.
Perception. There we go. How's a 5 sit with you?
Oof.
I mean,
like just cut out as soon as Periwinkle started talking.
basically, Victor went on watch, rolled a 5. That's all that happened. So yeah, you start to watch, and you're sitting next to the warm fire, stomach full of meat. You look over at your wife, and just time's been hard since you've been here, but it's a pretty happy moment. And kind of look around the glade and examine what's going on, and you fall into a little bit of a peaceful slumber.
Okay.
A few hours pass, you wake back up, realizing your mistake that you fell asleep on watch, but nothing seems to be amiss in the camp.
I go around and, like, actively check everyone to make sure there's no, like... I check everyone's necks and breathing.
Alright, so give me a medicine check.
Okay. And by checking their necks, I'm not touching them, I just mean, like, I'm looking for puncture wounds.
Unpopular pet.
Yeah. 18.
18. You notice the red outline on Irina, but past that, everyone seems clear. Everyone's breathing. You do hear a small horde of flies from the direwolf, not far from your camp, over in the corner here. But past that, that is the extent of the grotesque things that are going on here.
Okay. I mean, we can deal with that.
What time is it?
I'd say at this point, it's probably a good... you guys slept in a little bit just because through the excursion of what happened in the night, everything that happened. Everybody now has a full rest. I'd say it's about 7 in the morning.
Yay!
Spell slots! And my sorcery points are back. I'm glad I actually used them. I've used them so little, I had to look up how I get them back. Just to make sure it was a long rest thing.
But Victor, you,
I'm
after
going-
making...
Or what? Sorry.
Basically, after Victor makes the rounds and double checks everyone's breathing and not bitten, you slowly begin to rouse everyone in the camp.
Okay. Morning, everything's fine, I definitely didn't fall asleep.
Can I roll an insight check to see if he's lying?
I'd say with advantage because he's your husband.
Honestly, I don't even think you need to roll, you know.
Oh, well, yeah, the first one I rolled was a 19. And then I rolled a natural 1. But,
Well, with the 19, you can
You
definitely
know.
tell he's lying his ass off.
yeah. Okay, hon. I'm sure you didn't.
I got the meat sweats, honey.
I'm gonna try and be a little bit deceitful and make Ismark think that Irina killed the dire wolf in the darkness.
So what are you saying to Ismark to do this?
I'm just pretty much bragging out loud about how she really laid into that dire wolf.
Roll a perception, or a deception check for me.
Ooh, deception. That's a 5.
5? Let's see. I will tell you, it's way closer than I thought it was going to be.
Hey.
But he goes, my sister, no, she's someone to be looked after, not someone to do the finishing blow on a dire wolf of all things.
So, does he believe me?
He doesn't.
Okay. Alright, better luck next time, I guess.
I'm gonna interject from the other side of the campfire and just say, well, I'm also sort of somebody to look after during a fight, but that doesn't mean that I have to stay, that I can't do nothing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I want Snicky snacks.
Alright, sorry, say that again?
I'm also somebody who has to be looked after, and you say sort of that, but that doesn't mean that I can't do anything, right? And I kind of understand her frustration.
Well,
She was very brave last night.
I don't deny that, but she's my sister. I have to look after her. And I respect and thank you for what you do, and I appreciate you joining us on this journey, and I understand what you're saying, that you're not of the martial type, but neither is my sister. And to rush into battle like that is foolhardy and dangerous.
So you'd rather she stayed defenseless her entire life?
Well, no, but there's
Well,
a time
then
and place.
you need to back up a little bit.
Okay.
Roll an intimidation check.
Okay. This is...
It's not gonna work.
let's see, I rolled a 14 on the die, but let's see, that's plus 6, so that's a dirty 20.
Oh god.
Ooh!
Yeah.
So,
Oh, actually, hold on, I'm sorry, dirty 21.
so he kind of like looks at you in shock and just says, I meant no offense, but just kind of stammers for a second, and then just seems to be a little bit less ferocious in your eyes, and kind of seems a little bit sheepish towards you.
And I'd like to continue and just be like my wife said, she's not necessarily one to be in the front lines, but she still needs to know how to defend herself in case, for instance, I can't be there to protect her or something. Same with your sister. You won't always be there. And if you think you will be, then that's foolish.
You see that, and he kind of just pauses for a second, and past the affront, you can tell the words that you said have rung true. And he seems a little bit shocked and a little bit just a sense of understanding and just words, something that he never really thought of. You've kind of opened his worldview a little bit.
Yeah. And I do want to soften a little bit and just be like, look, I'm not saying that she needs to be out there fighting with us. We're here to protect you guys and get you where we're going. Don't misunderstand me and think that I'm saying she needs to be out there on the front lines with us. That's not at all what I mean. But this constant, hero complex you seem to have about protecting her, you need to loosen up a little bit, okay?
Right.
Yeah.
I understand. And he kind of just nods and definitely seems to have taken your message to heart. But then Whipple opens up and just like, and then lets out just this massive rolling fart as he steps up and kind of like scratches,
Why did I
looks
know
at
you
your
were gonna say
guy,
he farted?
makes direct eye contact with you. The fart is still continuing, and then kind of just cuts off, and he goes,
Well,
Good morning, Periwinkle.
"Good morning."
I'm going to take out the book that I have. Do I still have any charcoal left? Or like from the fire? I can take some
for
from
that-
the fire.
I will say, what did you dream last night?
I don't know. I don't think I dreamed of anything.
I would say, as you open the book, you notice an open field, a fight between wolves. Somehow a vision, an image of Irina stabbing a wolf with her rapier. Something that never happened. But you realize what's inscribed on this book is a dream that you're having a trouble remembering.
Oh. Is this like... Did you say this was like an image on the pages of the book? Or...
It was an image with descriptions and drawings and everything, but it was a complete recollection of the faint memory that you have of the dream that you had last night.
Is it like, can I show everyone else there? Can I show Victor and Glory this?
You turn the book over to them, and you two look at it, and Ty seems excited and just shows it to you. It's a blank book.
Ty, what are we looking at?
It's my dream. This is what I dreamed last night. The book is magical.
Okay. So, describe literally what you...
I'm going to just close the book before I look at it again,
Okay.
and I'm going to describe. So we're here on this road, and it was a dream of what happened last night, but it's not what happened last night. Instead, it was Irina who killed the dire wolf. She stabbed it with a rapier there, and that was it, and that was my dream. But that never happened.
Huh.
But the book showed me...
So what's funny is that it was blank. We looked at.
Oh. Can I open it up at the same pages that I saw?
As you go to open it up, you realize that in your haste to close it, that the clasp was shut. But as you go to open it, it opens fine. No lock needed. And you open it up and you show it the page. That is where your dream is inscribed on this book.
It hasn't disappeared?
Hasn't disappeared, no.
Can I, have my back faced towards the rest of them while I look at the book? And they can look above my shoulders, since I'm short?
Yep.
And do they see it?
Roll a perception check for me, you two.
18.
That's...
That's a what?
A 16?
And I had 18.
Alright. So you both look over Ty's shoulder easily, as you're a full, 1.5 taller than him. It's a blank page.
God damn. Oh, man.
Okay.
I guess I'm just gonna close the book, put it back in my thing. It's a dream journey.
We know it's magical, so I mean, it easily could be showing him things that we aren't able to see.
Is it an actual dream journal? Well, that's weird. That's just absolutely fascinating.
Well, as you unpack the repercussions of that, I really gotta pee. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
I really like that we spent more time trying to figure out what to do with the wolf corpses than we did creating them.
Yeah. I wonder if I read.
I'm kind of wondering if she already knows magic.
Well, yeah, because Homegirl. Okay, in Ismark's defense, Homegirl only has 14 HP.
No, and that's why I said the thing at the end where I was just like, please God, don't think
Don't
I'm
put her
saying
in
throw
front.
her into the fray with us. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
gotta let her learn how to defend herself. Maybe rack up some XP, get those numbers up a little.
Get that
I mean,
experience.
Bethany has 13 HP.
Which also makes me nervous.
Yeah. Do you have any cantrips that heal? Are there any healing cantrips?
No.
None.
Oh, I have Spare the Dying. Puts you 0 hit and stabilize. But it does.
Dang.
It costs stuff. Unfortunately.
Right, healing word still uses
Cure. Yeah.
the spell slot.
Yeah. They're both first level spells, but and then I've got prayer.
I understand why there are no healing cantrips, but it still sucks.
Yeah.
Cheese sticks. Cheese sticks. Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
What happened? What existential discovery did we have?
Made fun of the fact that it took longer to figure out how to cook the wolves than it did to fight them.
God damn it.
Also that Irina and Bethany only have like 13 and 14 HP. And maybe Irina wants to learn magic. Would she like to learn magic? She'd probably be better off learning magic than sword fighting, but you know, everybody's gotta start somewhere.
So you guys have this small ruminating conversation as you examine this small journal, and Ty, you have seemingly stumbled across a dream journal of sorts.
Fun. And the dreams don't disappear. Now,
it seems to be
this
a
cover
trusty
like
log.
just a couple of the first pages, or
Yeah, it's just like the first 1 or 2 pages of like
okay.
a couple, like a 200 or 300 page book.
Cool. And we don't think it's cursed. I guess, and it's morning now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you wanna start walking, guys?
Well, Ismark needs to come back to Barovia.
Yeah,
Ismark is needed in Valaki for
yeah.
a short time before he
And
can go back to Baru.
But Strahd's in Barovia and Bill Draft told me to come get him.
if Strahd's in Barovia, I don't think anyone should go to Barovia.
I mean, you're not wrong. Mary lost her daughter a couple days ago, and now another little boy's gone missing. But Bill Draft's worried about. There's nobody to run the day today or stop Strahd from just taking people like the little kids, so told me to come get him.
Huh.
And you just do everything he says?
Uh-huh.
A thought occurs. But, I mean, maybe once in a while for him, but, based on the conversations we just had, I don't know. Ismark, what are you thinking?
Well, what do you mean another child's gone missing? I know of Mary's daughter, but I thought that would be it for Strahd for a while. And then, Periwinkle talks back to him and goes, yeah, little Lucian's gone missing too now, so that's 2 little kitties gone. Ismard's already furrowed brow seems to furrow by 2 inches more, and just goes, I'm not sure what to do. I can't leave people to destruction. It's my responsibility to take care of them. I'm the Burgomaster's son. But
Well, since the Burmeister's dead, aren't you just him now?
you're right.
Or is it an elected official thing, or is it more like royalty? I don't really understand the government of your area.
For Barovia, it's just more who will take the job. My father did it for many years, but I'm really the only one
Casual work.
qualified to take care of the area.
Yeah.
Arena kind of comes over to him and talks to him like, I'll be fine, brother. Just, like, I believe I can, but we've seen this crew. They've stopped many enemies that have come along the way, and I believe they can do it without your help. I'll be fine on my
And
own.
so far, only half of us have exploded.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
She kind of like, both of them flinch, and they're just like, huh. But she kind of goes, I think with their collective group, they'd be able to stop anything from happening that was undesirable.
We'll take care of her.
How far are we from Valaki at this point?
You guys are a bit past halfway.
We have to have passed the most difficult parts, right?
Not necessarily.
I don't know about that.
But that, I mean, there have been a couple of fights there where he was incredibly helpful to have. And then a couple where, I hate to say it, but, oh yeah, that's a nice way to put it. Yeah, we had it.
He turns to you all and he goes, well, I would not neglect to pay you for it, but if the Strahd's taking children from my town, I must go back. What do you think?
Yeah.
The idea of children being taken because nobody's there to keep him away.
Not something that sits well.
Yeah.
What were
Although,
you saying there, Time?
Does anyone have a ranged weapon?
I have a
That-
crossbow.
Do I know you have one?
I mean, I have to carry it around, so I'm sure you've seen it, but you've never once seen me use it.
You could give it to Irina. For the time
Oh.
being.
Oh shit, that's true.
Stay back.
Yeah. I offer the crossbow to her.
She kind of takes it and just, I've never really used these before. What?
Girl,
Do you
neither have
reload
I.
it?
Point and click as far as I know.
She kind of chuckles and just like,
Has to be better
Oh.
than getting up in their faces with your needle there.
It's true.
she kind of turns towards her brother and just kind of like motions towards the crossbow. Is this a fair compromise? And he kind of just like looks at you all and gives a slow but a little bit concerned nod. And Periwinkle just goes, "She's got a little boat thrower."
He's got what? I'm sorry,
A
I
little
missed that.
bolt thrower.
Oh, okay. Yeah, do you want me to mark that off of my character sheet now?
I go ahead and take that off of your character sheet, and I will at some point give Irina that capability to use a crossbow. What type
Okay.
of crossbow was it?
One-handed.
Okay.
Range is 30 to 100 and something feet. I just erased it. No, I can't read it anymore. But I had 20 crossbow bolts.
Okay. Hand the bolts over as well.
Well, yeah, it's useless without them.
It's got one in the chamber.
Yeah, no. I give her the whole thing.
Okay.
And I show her as best as I can, like, how to load it. As far as I can tell. Like I said, I've never actually used it, but I'm good with Dex stuff, so I'm assuming I can still show her.
So you gotta take Irina aside and give her a rough explanation of it. You aim towards the tree and kind of show her the firing mechanism. Go give me an attack roll.
Okay. Nat 20?
Ooh!
Okay, so as you fire this bolt,
I kill a dryad.
you show her that you pause in between breaths to increase accuracy. You show as you aim and bring the crossbow up to your shoulder, and some arcane old heritage hunter from your deep set line takes hold of you in a second. As you see a drifting leaf floating down from a tree, and you shoot and fire and nail it against the tree, only by the stem, showing just the depths of your accuracy. And she kind of gives you a little golf clap and just like, oh shit. But you have successfully shown Arita your talents with the crossbow. You're also a little surprised by this.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a fluke, but I don't let her know that. I just exude confidence.
Yes, I definitely meant to do that.
It's like with you as a teacher, there's nothing that I couldn't shoot.
If only I could also teach you magic. Unfortunately, that's just in my blood.
Unless you want to follow the Raven Queen, I can't really do that either.
Oh yeah, would you like a conversion at this thing?
Yeah, would you
let's
like
just make a
to
whole
become
morning out of
follower
this.
The Raven Queen? She's pretty cool.
They kind of just like, yeah, sure. But like Ismark looks over towards you, Victor, and seemingly very impressed with your skills with the as a marksman. Just goes, well, with you as a teacher, I think she'll be okay. Are you up to the task?
I mean, don't expect her to be coming home shooting leaves like that, but yeah, we could do something.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. That is... Okay. Let me see. So that's plus 5. 23?
Shit. Okay.
Charisma, man, it's the only thing I got.
He just nods and gives you, like, a happy, like, I trust you. And Perry's just like, I see you coming back with me. He goes, I believe that'd be the best course of action, Periwinkle. Well, you lead or should I? And he goes, you should. I ran into a bunch of wolves. And kind of looks back, giving a glance back to the group and just like, keep us safe. And he takes a pouch of gold and he hands out to each of you 25 gold pieces.
Nice.
And then he goes to Irina. Give them a rest once you reach Valaki, and then hands her a satchel of gold.
How many gold pieces?
Out of
was that?
character. 25.
Sorry.
Mhm.
Okay. Cool.
Out of character what?
I was just gonna say, I mean, it's a nice moment and all, but we saw him hand her the gold. Literally, if we were shit people, we could off her, take the gold, and just fuck off to wherever, honestly.
And then just piss Strahd off.
But, you know, definitely not ever going to do that. But it was just like, how easy would that be? I literally, like, that one attack would have been enough to take her out, actually. If I had
that's your
rolled well on
prerogative.
damage.
Yeah.
Again, not interested in that.
The
Just saying.
alignment is neutral good.
Is
So-
it? Mine's just true neutral.
That's
If it
Victor's
benefits me.
alignment. That's not David's alignment.
No, Victor's
Right.
alignment is true neutral. Is what I have written on the thing. I'm sure it's not accurate.
Mine is a lawful neutral, so I mean,
that's
I took a job.
So I love that we're doing this, and I'm counting up a little bit. I can't remember how much your max HP is, Ty. But all of us combined versus Ismark and Tiny over here, they have 170 HP between the two of them.
So they'll get back to Barovia just fine.
Like, they could take every hit between here and there and arguably make it. Which I guess is how he got here in the first place.
Periwinkle's looking
He
a
was
lot more
missing
spry
like
this morning.
60 HP when he got here.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
not looking great.
But that was still less than half his health.
Yeah, that's fair.
He'd taken a
Something
few
like
hits
that.
to get here. This morning, he's still looking a little bruised, but he's definitely looking a little more hale and hearty than he was before.
Well,
I guess this is where we part ways.
Ismark kind of does the like Beastmaster like forearm clasp to all of you, even Bethany, and just kind of says, "Keep us safe." Then locks eyes and gives you a small nod, and then him and Periwinkle walk south while you guys continue north.
okay.
Alright.
So who's leading the way to the Valaki?
Well, it's probably gonna be me. Because I've got good percent.
Okay.
People staying near me.
I stay very close to her.
Okay.
So give me a perception check.
Well, that's bad. That's real bad. That's an 8.
An 8.
Yep, 8 total.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, we
So
rolled a
you
4.
guys are Let's see. Note this. All right, so before we continue to the second half of this, I'm gonna hork down these wings real quick so I can not be eating into the audio. If you guys want to take a minute to get some drinks, use the bathroom real quick, that'd be a good beat for it.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to make food right now myself.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll take 5. Everybody get some drink, get some food, and I'm gonna finish eating these wings, and then we'll move on to the next part of this session.
Okay.
I can use 2 hands now. I am going to need a napkin.
Just grab one of the towels out of the bathroom and see how long it takes for Cat to murder you.
Pretty much. I'm gonna mute myself while I hork these down real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Good hork.
Mm-hmm. It's a little gross seeing the splatter of barbecue sauce on the table because I ate too quick.
Oh no.
Bethany, clean up after yourself.
Okay. There's no fucking elegant way to eat barbecue wings. I'm sorry. And I tried to be quiet and not cause a scene, but you gotta go full barbarian to get through those things quickly.
Well, that's kind of the argument for them is that you gotta go full caveman to eat them. The appeal.
Mm-hmm. Because I don't eat bone out, man. You gotta have that bone in. That's where all that flavor is.
Right. If you're not fighting with your food, what even is the point?
Exactly. All right.
Bethany would agree.
Hell yeah.
I suddenly feel alone in a sea.
You fight those green beans, David.
Victor is adrift.
Nah, Victor's actually no, he's a fancy boy. He probably doesn't like bone in anything either. He doesn't want to fight his food. Someone else fights it for him and he eats it afterwards.
He gets the bone out nuggets, but he also eats them with a fork and knife.
Oh, you
Ooh,
animal.
yeah, he would. He would.
The fork I can excuse, but the knife is a step too far.
Yeah.
Can't even take a whole bite of the nug.
He's the bourgeoisie, though.
I was gonna say, but what kind of barbarian picks up their food with their hands? As I'm buttering a piece of toast with a fork.
Right, with your hands. Oh boy. David's taking hot things out of the oven.
My nuggets are ready.
Them nugs.
Alright. You can go ahead, though.
Okay, so...
What did we do? Did we just roll in? No.
No, I rolled a really terrible perception check.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Did we roll initiative? I don't remember anymore.
I don't think we were supposed to roll initiative, but I feel like it's probably not that far off.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
So let me roll this.
Encounter table. Be kind.
That's a lot of fun.
Okay.
That's how it was earlier, though. Don't panic yet.
So, you guys make your way further and further along the Savalich Road. Time begins to pass. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3, 4, and then 5. I'd say at this point, you guys, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, it's about noon again. You guys have been traveling for quite a while. And as you do, you see... You see that the old Savalich Road transitions here from being a winding path through the through the mountains to a lazy trail that hugs the mountainside as it descends into a fog-filled valley. In the heart of a valley, you see a walled town near the shores of a great mountain lake, its waters dark and still. A branch in the road leads west to an overhang, atop which is perched a dilapidated stone windmill, its warped wooden vanes stripped bare. It leans to the side like a twisted spine.
That's our windmill, isn't it? Don't we own that?
Oh! Do we own that?
Who has the deed?
You do.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, whose inventory is it in?
I don't know. It's in one of our.
That was
Yeah.
one of the OG things. Hold on. Let me see if I can dig it up in
Yeah.
here. Give me a minute.
Because I don't have it written down, but I'm notorious for forgetting to write things down.
Yeah, same. It was one of us,
Okay.
for sure.
Can't help but feel like we may have given it to Emmy to hold on to for some reason, but maybe not.
I think we gave. What we gave.
Oh, I might have given her the scrolls? You have the scrolls.
Let's see. Yeah, Emmy had the spell scrolls. Inside the chest that you guys found in the Durst Manor, you saw a deed to the windmill and a signed will.
Yeah.
And it said that the windmill was referred to in the second deed that is situated between the mountains east of Vallaki.
So,
And it was signed by Elizabeth and Gustav Durst. And it bequeathed the house, windmill, and all other family property to Rose and Thornbolt Durst in the event of their parents' deaths.
and we kept the deed.
Yeah.
Does this windmill seem to match up with the location of the one that we have?
Remembering the pictures that you saw from the Durst Manor and the idea, the what was it? The cameo of the Durst in some of the pictures.
Mhm.
This windmill, though not in the state of decay that it currently is, does seem to match up.
Oh,
Okay.
well, this is our windmill.
Hey, Irina, I think Oh! I asked Irina if she knows if this was the Durst, windmill. Like, she knew the Dursts, right? Or knew of them.
Yes, I knew of them. I knew that they owned some land and a property outside towards Vallaki, and I think you're right. I think this is what they owned.
Neat.
And
Well-
Ty, this is all new to you.
Yes, it is.
Uh,
What are you gonna do with a windmill?
honestly, no idea. We just...
It's just nice to have real estate.
It's part of the aristocracy. Obtain property, get money.
Yeah. Worst comes to
Nothing
worst.
Like capital.
Right.
Yeah. So clearly some work needs done.
We could turn it into just a destination. Just get away.
Okay. Cut to the new episode of Gentrify
Oh yeah.
this
Barovia.
countryside. Gentrify Barovia. Now coming to you soon on HDTV.
Right.
God.
It's a flipper. We can flip it.
Okay. So obviously I want to check that out at some point, but is Vallaki the walled town on the side of the water?
As you look from the top of the hill, yes, you see a city sprawling out further down the mountainside, and you believe this to be Vallaki.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like we should beeline for that first.
You look from this height, and you know this just from the sheer size of the cliff. This might even be another day or two's journey to get to Valaki.
But it's only about like noon now, right?
Yeah.
Early in the too early to stop.
Yeah.
Well, do you wanna take a peek in?
Is it like right there? Like if we go up to the windmill, like just to the door, is it going to be a long time to get back to where we were, or is it just like there?
I'd say it's
You know what I mean?
a 15-20 minute hike, and
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then yeah. If how do y'all feel about a slight detour?
I'm fine with that.
I see no problem with it. It seems that my brother's taking care of Strahd, so a small detour doesn't bother me.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
let's go check out our windmill, I guess.
So, who's taking the lead? This Victor? You deed in hand, walking up to go collect your.
What's your
You know what? Yeah, sure. I'll head up first.
What's your investigation?
It's only +1.
Can I check for traps?
Yes, you may. Check for
Cool.
traps. Roll an perception check for me.
Perception?
Yeah. Or well, I guess would this be investigation? You're searching for them. Yeah, investigation.
Yeah. It's a 12.
The 12. I mean, it seems to just be a long, narrow at times, but rambling pathway towards this this windmill on top of the cliff. Otherwise, no visible signs of traps or anything on the pathway.
Well, that's good. Okay. Well.
Okay. So you guys make your way, Victor in the lead, as you continue further and further up the hill. As you come closer, you see that the onion-domed edifice leans forward into one side, as though trying to turn away from the stormy gray sky. You see gray brick walls and dust-covered windows on the upper floors. A decrepit wooden platform encircles the windmill above a flimsy doorway leading to the building's interior. Perched on a wooden beam above the door is a raven. It hops and squawks about at you, seemingly agitated.
That seems like a sign.
Would it be a sign from your god?
No.
Our god?
Oh, God.
Or, wait. Going back, have we been chased by birds or by birds or anything like that? Have we noticed anything like that in the past? Or am I remembering like or am I remembering podcast details?
In the very beginning, there was a flock of ravens that watched you all enter into Barovia. They didn't seem to do anything, but there was a score of them that watched you enter the land.
Okay.
I don't have any like treats or anything for it, but can I hold my hands out for it? Just like, or like a hand to try and get it to.
All right, so give
Can
me an
I
animal handling
help
check
her?
as you essentially.
Can I help her with her animal handling check?
What are you doing to aid her?
I'm going to like find some seeds or stuff laying around on the ground and hand them to her.
Okay, at the spur of the moment, seeing her in a dire need, give me an investigation check with disadvantage.
Oop. It is a 3.
Yeah, you look around, and I mean, Barovia is a pretty sparse land. Maybe if you've been looking for berries before this point, you might have been able to find some, but just in the spur of the moment, you don't see anything. So just give me a straight animal handling check there.
Okie dokie. Great. That's a 9.
It's a 9. So as you kind of, it kind of just looks at you and just like, "Arr!" and like lets out this squawk, and then kind of just like flies towards you, perches on your hand for a second, then just lifts off and heads back down the mountain.
I don't know what to think of that.
Raven Queen blessed us this day.
I don't know. That felt more like Raven Queen's like, hey, this is a bad idea.
Do you think so?
I don't know. Curiosity.
So you guys are standing kind of like at the doorway of this windmill. What are you doing?
I am going to check and see if the door is unlocked.
I'm
Okay,
gonna step back.
Yeah, step back.
Okay, so Victor, you come up to the doorway and you look at the door, and there's kind of just like a shitty latch on here. It doesn't really stop anything, so you just kind of look at it and you can see kind of peering through it. And as we do this, give me a moment and I will show you a map.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, there's a map.
I mean, of course there's a map.
Let's see. You've got Victor. You've got Glory. You've got Ty. Now we've got Irina. And let me make sure everybody has vision real quick before I shift the thing over. Doot. And hey, now Tina can see.
See? What? What?
Okay, and drag and loop.
What do?
Okay. There it goes.
All right. So, as you, Victor, come to the door and you notice the latch, it seems to be just shoddily made and you could easily open the door.
I push the door open.
As you do. You peer inside. You see that the ground floor has been converted into a makeshift kitchen. Baskets and clean dishware are piled everywhere. Adding to the clutter is a peddler's cart, a chicken coop, a heavy wooden trunk, and a pretty wooden cabinet with flowers painted on the doors. In addition to the clucking of the chickens, you hear toads croaking somewhere in the room. The sweet smell of pastries blends uncomfortably with a faint stench of must. The general smell is good, but you can tell that this dwelling has been lived in. Warmth issues from a brick oven against one wall, surrounding the oven on some shelves are several jars of condiments and ingredients. There's also a couple of rubbish bins filled with animal bones and bits of discarded dough. A crumbling staircase ascends the wall across from the oven, and from the top of the stairs you hear, "Mother, is that you?"
No, I'm actually, I think, possibly your landlord.
She's, you kind of hear, "What?" And she comes, do you see this figure come walking down the stairs? An older woman, not, gray, a little bit of shoots of gray, coming from different, like, from the sides of her hair. Hold on 1 second. Let me get this on the right layer. Why is this always a fucking meme? Is you see a woman come walking down the stairs and standing in front of you.
Ooh, she's it's a great
Oh, she's
picture.
spooky.
She says, "Landlord, what are you talking about? Come inside. What do you mean?"
I show her the deed.
She kinda looks at it for a second, just what? And may I take a look at that?
You can see it, but I will not actually hand it to her just yet.
Okay, so she kind of looks at it and just like, well, she kind of looks you, went over Thornbolt?
Kind of. We're kind of their inheritors, as the family is now deceased.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay. Let's see. So that's plus. Nat 20 on the first one. And a 19 on the second one, so
Jesus.
yeah.
She kind of goes, that seems like strange circumstances, but this is Barovia after all. Sister, come say hello to our guests. And then you hear from upstairs, oh, shush, Bella. I'm working. You know Mother will be home soon. And she kind of, you just hear like rustling and steps from the stairs above where the figure Bella descended from. She kind of says, I'm sorry, if I'd have known that we'd had visitors, I would have cleaned. She kind of rushes around and starts picking things off the floor and putting things on shelves and shutting them away. She goes over to a chair and like throws some clothes off to the side. Just sit. You have friends outside? Come inside. Come, please. Make yourselves at home.
Well, we don't want to be in a position. We were just in the area and thought.
Nonsense. Come inside. Come inside. Have you? Would you like some pie? We have plenty cooking.
No, thank you.
Yes, please.
We won't be staying long.
Well, just make yourselves at home. I'm so sorry. I would have cleaned if I'd known that we are having company. And you kind of see that she's like flustered and a little bit like it's that old woman that's just like really wanted to clean the house before anybody came and saw what a state of disarray it was.
If they know how I live, then they'll judge.
She's in a fluster, but it always looks like this. But she's got to make a show that she would have cleaned if she knew you were coming.
So right. she is just like a whirlwind of just like hastily putting things in bins, putting things on shelves, putting dishes and other odds and ends up in different cabinets, and just is just in a huff of just trying to get things put away. But she produces chairs. You're not sure where, but she produces them and sets them out and puts them in different areas of the room and gives you all a place to sit. And she goes, I'm so sorry. A pie. You wanted a pie, yes? And so she goes over to the oven, and all of you guys can smell it now. This very strong, warm, just delicious scent of cooking pies coming from the oven. She says, it'll be a few minutes before they're completely done, and we must let them cool, of course, but you're more than welcome to as many as you'd like.
I look at Glory and just like, do you remember what happened last time someone ate a pie in this area?
May I ask, did you call for your mother? Did I hear you right?
No, it's my sister. She's upstairs just straightening up. My mother's on her way.
Oh, okay. Where was your mother?
She was in the Barovia. She was selling up pies.
And I'm just going to put a hand on Ty's shoulder, just as casually as I can, try to convey, don't eat the pie!
Roll an insight check for me, Ty.
Okay.
And Glory, give me a persuasion check.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay.
I rolled a dirty 10. I rolled a 5.
Oh!
Big
you got
difference
my
there.
Those are vastly different.
Big
You got my
yeah.
hopes up.
Sorry about that.
Hey,
Like you
okay,
went
okay,
swimming
okay.
in the Atlantic, but you were in the Pacific.
I rolled a natural 20. What was I rolling for?
You're
Damn.
just to convey this message of do not consume the pies to
Do not consume.
Um,
Well, it was a natural 20. What was it? Persuasion?
Yeah, so you waggle your eyebrows in a very convincing do not touch pie motion, and even though Ty is a thick person, you might need to work on convincing Bethany, but he gets the message.
Okay, cool.
Bethany is still outside, at least according to the map.
Bethany's too big for this room.
I mean, she's
So-
normal. She's medium sized. She could
Yeah.
fit.
But I mean, yeah, she could.
Tight squeeze.
If
It'd
this
be
person
best if
wanted
she-
a giant lizard in her house.
It'd be best if she didn't. I think.
So,
Um,
after kind of a whirlwind of just action, so what were you trying to say, David?
Well, I was also gonna try to just be trying to have like pleasant chit chat. Like, I know how to be a guest in someone's home, just
Okay.
because of things. So I'm trying to be very polite and just use that charm a little bit. Like, oh no, like, no need to fuss over us and blah blah blah. We were just checking in, like, so how long have you ladies lived here? That kind of thing.
Okay. Give me just a straight charisma check.
Okay. 22.
Yeah, you are a debonair motherfucker. You definitely with an air of style and grace, just seat yourself, position yourself in the room, and even though there is clutter and detritus around you, you just make yourself at home at once. You strike up a small conversation, asking them, how long have they lived here, what's going on, and she kind of, after a whirlwind of action to kind of try and straighten up this downstairs area as much as she can, which she's accomplished almost nothing, but it looked like she really tried. She kind of goes, well, we've lived here for quite a few years now. She kind of nervously looks back to where you had pocketed the deed, and she goes, you wouldn't kick 3 old women out of their home, would you?
No, that's not why we came. I honestly assumed the place would be abandoned. If I'd known someone was living here, we, well, either wouldn't have stepped in or at least would have knocked.
Did the previous owners know someone was living here?
Are you...
Yes, I'm asking that question.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I don't know the answer to that.
Like, I just didn't know what question, who you were directing that question to. Sorry. She goes, well, I mean, this place was abandoned for so many years. Me and my mother and my sister, we just figured we'd make a bit of a business here for ourselves. We, use the windmill to make our pies. We grind up flour and other things and just make a small business for ourselves. My mother goes and delivers her wares in Barovia, and we just have a small little living here.
Of course. Now,
Sorry, you go ahead.
Considering that you are making a living here, using the utilities, I think it's at least fair that you pay some form of rent.
But
Hold on.
Wait, where do I fit out of it?
Hold on.
I know,
She looks
We're not-
affronted and a little shocked at this remark.
I know. Like, pay rent to my good friends. I gestured towards
Victor
them.
jumps in and is just like trying desperately to recover that. Just, no, that's, again, we didn't know anyone was living here.
We thought it was abandoned.
Roll another persuasion check just to kind of simmer the conversation. She definitely like
Yeah.
clutches her pearls a little bit and seems that
Am I
wasn't a good
rolling?
comment.
Who's rolling persuasion?
I am.
Victor.
And Dustin, you're gonna scream.
Oh no.
Another nat 20.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
So she's just like she kind of lets out like an offered like chuckle at Ty's remarks and just like I understand. Well,
What? My question was actually more along the lines of, so you say your mother's selling her pies in Barovia, but is that the only place where you sell your wares? I mean, we can see another town from here.
Well, I mean, it's just the place that we started out at. We found it's a bit of a journey to get to Barovia, and Valaki's much of the same, but the clientele in Barovia very much like our pies, and we're actually looking to expand into Valaki if that's a business venture that you'd be interested in.
Ah, so chance
A
at
franchise.
franchise. Thank you. I could not think of a fucking word.
Yeah, we'll
Well, we're on our way to Valaki, so we could potentially check and
peddle
see.
some pies.
I'm not suggesting we start there. I'm saying more of a like canvassing thing, checking out interest in it. You know,
Oh yeah.
see what the townspeople would think of expanding your operation into their city.
That would be wonderful. Yes, of course. Very fortuitous, and she kind of like looks reserved for a second. She kind of, well, and especially since I just met you, I hate asking for a favor, but especially from someone that's just passing through. But we don't get very many visitors, and my mother would never ask for help on her own, just not the woman that she is. Recently, a letter the mother sent out to a friend of Valaki was returned to the windmill unanswered. I'm not sure what it says, but I don't want my mother to worry. Would you be able to find the person that it goes to in Valaki?
It's the least we could do after imposing upon your hospitality. So, God, David is so bad with words. Victor says something very nice, but
Something very
basically
eloquent.
saying, yeah, sorry we barged in on your shack. Yeah, we can deliver that letter. But in fancy aristocrat speech.
So you schmooze your way to the point, and
Yeah.
she goes and just one moment, and she there's something upstairs that I can get. I can go grab the letter. If you could deliver it, it'd be amazing. And she goes and bustles herself upstairs and kind of runs up here to go and retrieve something. You hear footsteps receding up into the upward area.
Okay.
Hmm.
You're feeling
It's the laws of hospitality, you know.
Yeah.
I am a guest in someone's home that I barged into. It's what you do.
Okay.
You know this. People walked into the castle accidentally. I don't know. I'm just talking bullshit.
Wonder if we could get. That's what we pie.
I don't feel like we should push it. Ooh, maybe we can though.
What did you say, Tina? You kind of cut out on that.
I'm wondering if we can ask her what's in the pie before we leave. We're not charging rent, and we're doing her a favor.
Well, and since we're canvassing the city to see if there'd be interest in the pies, that's reason enough to ask, like, so
Hey, what's in the
what's
pie?
in them? Yeah.
Our friend had one and broke. Maybe
Nope.
just hold off on that.
Don't mention that.
Yeah.
Let's
Then
not
she'll
let them
that
know.
we know
Yeah.
something's funky.
Because,
So-
I mean, it could be as innocent as just being straight drugs.
It could just be drugs.
It could just be drugs.
So you kind of watch as you hear the footsteps move, bustling around in the stairs above you. Irina kind of walks around and checks out some of the different things that are going on in the room, just kind of being a little bit nosy and just kind of wandering around the room and trying not to make it too apparent that she's definitely like seeing what's going on.
Oh, yeah,
I'm at the
actually-
foot of the stairs, so I am keeping a lookout, but I'm also just like very much staring at, like I'm paying attention to the stairs, but I'm making sure that they don't break this like hospitality thing that I have going. It's just
Okay.
like
Kind of
don't get
pies
into
are
any
they?
shit that we shouldn't be. What was your question?
Can I find out, like, what kind of pies are they making? Does it look like there's any
Well-
ingredients around here?
So you're just kind of like digging through the different things that they have stored in the everything that's
Yeah.
going on.
Whatever it looks like they're making pies out of.
Okay, so you let me see. So there's a wooden cabinet with flowers painted on its doors. So, and it's kind of the arena steps of the way. It's this right here. So go ahead and roll an investigation check for me as you kind of.
I need
Peek
to
through.
stop rolling investigation. That's the best investigation roll I had so far at a 15.
15. Okay. So let me see. So as you open the cabinet, inside you see wooden bowls full of herbs and other baking ingredients. You see a couple of different substances, one of them white and fluffy and loose, another one granular and white. I think that's sugar. You see several gourds of another strange white powder, but you're not sure what it is. And inside the cabinet doors are a dozen locks of hair. Amid various concoctions are 3 small labeled containers that hold elixirs. The first one in a small vial is labeled the youth. And there's a golden syrup inside it that just shimmers with a faint golden twinge. The next one that you see is labeled laughter. And it's a red, kind of hard to describe, amorphous red color. And then the third vial that you see is a greenish, milky liquid labeled mother's milk.
Ugh.
Wait. Have we heard of Mother's Milk before? I swear I've heard that phrase.
All I can think of is frickin' Fury Road.
Yeah, and all I can think of is that Game Grumps thing, so it's probably not from this.
So, Glory, what are you searching?
Anything that looks like medicine or drugs. Although I think Ty found it.
Yeah.
So Ty kind of like motions you over, and you see these same things. Victor, roll a perception check for me.
16.
16. You just continue to hear these footsteps, and kind of like you hear like a thunk, and just kind of like a faint cursing from upstairs, just like, where is it? You know. That's what you hear. But Ty, you also motioned to these same things that you saw in this cabinet.
Well, this is it. That's weird. Youth and laughter. Guess it's about me.
And as you walk closer to over here, you see also, Glory, a trunk that has tiny holes bored into its lid, and you hear the faint croaking of toads coming from it.
At this point, I'm starting to get antsy, and I'm trying to, like, wave everyone to kind of go back to where they were. Yeah.
Okay. So Irina kind of shifts back over, and you see her kind of look over towards the fireplace, and there's these strange bones, and she kind of gives them a once over, but then kind of steps back over and moves to the side, and you guys collectively enter back into this area as you hear footsteps begin to come back down the stairs again. I'm so sorry about that. Here's the letter. If you could get this to a man named Vasily and Valaki, it would be of great help. And she hands you the letter, and one moment, I'll get some sealing wax. And she steps over, pardon me, steps around Ty and then begins to heat it up in there. Victor, you receive a letter. Give me a second. Boop.
Oh, am I supposed to be able to read it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, whoops.
Okay, hold on.
But she hands that letter to you, goes over to the wax and just gets the sealing wax writer, and you kind of give it a once over, enough to internalize the information. Then she comes back over and says, "May I?"
Say that again, I'm sorry?
Basically, she handed it to you for a minute, got the wax, sealed it up, and has an empty envelope, and walks over and is asking if she can have the letter back to put it in the envelope and seal it.
Oh, yes, of course.
So she takes it over, folds it up, puts it into the letter, and seals it, and puts a small insignia on it, and hands it back towards you. If you could just, whenever, if you find him in Vallaki, just get this to Vasily.
Okay. Will do.
And then after that, she's like, "Well, if a young lad here, you asked for a pie. If you wait just, I'd say about 3 or 4 minutes, I'll have one finished if you'd like it."
I was wondering, what kind of pie is it exactly?
Oh, it's just a bit of a family secret, if you will. A little bit of what we can find around the area, and various mincemeat.
Of course, of course. Can I get it in a to-go container?
Of course, yes. Just
We
we'll
are
have to let
we
you
are
cool
on
first. We don't.
we are on a bit of a mission here, and we do have to make good time. I'd love to stay behind.
Yeah, we should probably go ahead and make our way towards Vallaki so we don't, waste too much time.
Right.
Of course. And so a few minutes pass. She takes the pie, and even just like if you're in a hurry, she takes one of the random cloths that are just kind of laying and thrown into a corner, and she wraps it around this pie and hands them to you, Ty. And then just says, "Just be careful, don't burn yourself." And then, ushers you all outside of the room.
Yeah, I leave.
Yeah.
And
No.
as we're walking out, I'm thanking her graciously for, hosting us despite our rude entry.
She says, "Don't worry about it. Just come back if you ever want more pies, and if you hear anything about some business ventures in Vallaki." And she kind of shouts out as you guys let the door shut behind you.
Okay. And then, yeah, I want to, as quickly as we can, make our way kind of back to the crossroads and start heading towards Vallaki.
Yeah.
So you
And
kind of.
once we're back down the path.
I want to make sure we're pretty far away before we start talking.
Right, yeah. But I am going to want to know what the hell that letter said.
Yeah.
Yes, you guys make a good distance down the road, and kind of hustling, and like even Irina's like can we slow down after about 40 minutes of you guys just kind of like high stepping it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Victor was definitely just like old lady in a mall power walking, basically. So the letter. Okay, a couple of things. First of all, and we probably need to fill Ty in on what the deal is with that pie, as far as we know so far. Which is that Beardfist ate one while we were in Barovia and then fell into a stupor.
Yeah.
Like an intense stupor.
Slapped him. It was the first
Like-
slap I've ever slapped. Get him out of it.
Like a drunken stupor?
No.
Like-
Was he laughing?
I don't remember. It was almost like a spell had come over him or something.
Yeah.
It was unusual. To the point that I would recommend not eating that, especially since we do not know what is in it. And I trust the contents less and less as time goes on. I mean, oh, yeah, I guess you probably need to fill me in on what was in that cabinet.
Yeah, it said, youth, laughter, and mother's 3 vials were labeled that way. So that's why I couldn't remember it.
Hair. Wasn't there hair in it too? Or
Oh
something?
god, that's right. Yeah, there was hair.
Yeah. So, first impression. Those are witches.
Yeah.
There's 3 of them. They're cooking things. Gotta be witches. Smells like witches to me. And your talk of hair and potions just further embeds that thought. But also the letter that we are passing on. What it seemed to be a response to a problem that they're having in the town, involving orphans. And it doesn't really go into details of what's happening to them. My guess is that they are disappearing. Just my guess. But in the letter, the mother is offering to house the orphans in the windmill. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't think there's enough room to keep orphans there for long. If you catch my drift.
Oh boy.
So, for now, I feel like we can follow through with the things we said, but more to get information than anything. Because something tells me we're going to have to, eventually, kick those witches out of my windmill. Thoughts?
Yes.
Sounds good.
So hold on to that pie. Maybe don't eat it. I'm kind of waiting to figure out if we can weaponize it at some point.
Like a pie to the face?
Well, I mean,
maybe.
if it knocked our friend out cold after he ate one, yeah, maybe.
I mean, have you seen Beardfest? He's not exactly the easiest person to knock out, and he was out. It was just saw.
I mean, it could be just plain old, like, it, as I said, I believe they're witches, so it could just be a simple, like, spell or whatever to help the people who eat them relax, but it feels more sinister to me.
Especially with orphans involved.
Yeah, I'm just suspicious is all. This land hasn't exactly, been a kind place.
Morgan.
Yeah. And that's the name of... That was the signature on the letter as well, so...
He did laugh.
Okay.
He
So
smiled.
that was...
He smiled, giggled, and sat.
So that was the laughter potion that you saw in the cabinet, most likely.
Yeah.
What were the other ones? Youth and...
Mother's milk.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't either.
I really don't like that.
I don't trust that.
Okay. Wonder if that one's connected to orphans. Got a lot to think about on this walk to Valarki.
We got a lot of mysteries.
Velaki? However you say it.
Velaki.
Yeah, there it is.
All right,
Straw
so
wants a pie.
All of that for Todd.
We'll find you one that's not so intimidating.
so I will say at this point, you guys, with a new letter in tow and more questions than answers, you continue your journey towards Velaki. Irina with you, and with a bit more experience. So you guys are all now level 4.
What?
Whoa!
And
Nice.
we will pick up as you continue on the Savalich Road, heading down the mountain towards Velaki.
What?
Nice. What do I get at level 4?
Yeah, you guys want to dig through what you get at a level 4 level up real quick?
I was gonna say we either do it now or at the beginning of the next session.
Let's go and knock it out now, and I'll see if I can get the other guys in a thing later. We got enough time to kind of get some leveling up in before 10.
So it says that I get
Sweet.
+2 to an ability score or +1 to 2 ability scores. Or I can get a feat at your discretion instead.
Yeah, that's up to you. If you want to pick a feat, we can do that. The way that I like to do it is that if you pick a feat at an ability score improvement, the next time then you take the ability score improvement, if that makes sense. So you kind of flip-flop.
Yeah. There was one I was looking at. The mounted combatant feat, which allows me to you can enforce an attack targeted at your mount to target you instead, which is the big thing I'm looking at. And I have advantage on melee attacks on rolls against an unmounted creature that is smaller than my mount, which there isn't many of, but it's still a thing.
Yeah.
And if your mount is subjected to an effect that allows it to make a dexterity saving throw take only half damage, it instead takes no damage if it succeeds on the saving throw, and only half damage if it fails.
You're more than welcome to take the mounted combatant feat if you want to.
Now, how would you want that to work? Like, in combat? If Ty was just riding Bethany.
Let me see her size.
She is medium, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, it would just give you advantage on... It'd give you advantage on small creatures.
I'm fine with that, because
okay.
The feat seems very powerful, in my opinion. How would you want to handle Bethany's actions and initiatives while Ty's riding?
If that's the way that we're gonna do it, if you're mounting her, I'll put her initiative order directly above yours, whatever you roll. If that makes sense.
So she'll still get to attack on her turn and such.
Yeah, so basically she'll have her turn to maneuver, to attack, do everything, and then the next direct turn afterwards will be you.
That sounds good, buddy. I think I will take that feat.
And I think you can go ahead and roll your hit dice if you wanted to level up as well. Your hit point maximum.
Now, that is a d12. Do I add my Constitution modifier to the d12? I
Yes,
don't.
You do.
Cool. Okay. That is an 8. So I now have
With an 8.
49.
There you go.
And I will. Copy. Paste.
Xanthar's guide has some fun-ass spells.
Is that you wanting to branch into that one?
Well, I've already got one. My Ice Knife spell is from Xanthar.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
But I get another cantrip and I can learn a new spell, so I'm looking at another second level spell.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I only have Misty Step right now, so it would be nice to have another one.
Yeah.
So I'm
More
reading what
combat
these...
related one. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm reading what these do.
What about you, Tina? What you looking at?
I get more stuff at 5th level, so I rolled my hit die up, but I don't get any. I do get another 2nd level, but
And you
I
also
don't
get to
get any,
do.
like,
You get either an ability score improvement or a feat.
I'm probably gonna look up the first. But honestly, that's probably the most interesting part until 5th level,
Okay.
where I get Destroy Undead at 5th level. And then at 6th level is when I start being an extra pain in your ass.
Right, so kill glory before 6th level. Writing
Right.
that down. Okay, it's in the notebook. It is starred and circled.
It'll be fun though. Like I said, I'm bad at everything else. I'm bad at most things. So
Hey,
it all
you got
evens out.
Pokemon. You got plenty of Pokemon.
I do have plenty of Pokemon. I'm kind of a glass cannon, which is really fun, actually.
I mean, the freaking guiding bolt keeps nuking my creature.
Right? It's pretty dope.
Whoa. Some of these spells sound
If only
so
I could
fun.
know.
Maximilian's Earthen Grasp. You, like, create a hand out of the ground that can grab a creature up to 5 feet away from it, and they have to make a strength saving throw. When they fail, they take 2d6 bludgeoning and are restrained, and you can make the hand crush them, like, on their turn, and just automatically do damage, basically. And to get out, the restrained creature has to, like, do a strength check to get out. I don't know if I'm taking that one, but it sounds fun. Let's see what Mind Spike does. I can learn pyrotechnics and be just like Glenn Close.
I could take Observant and my passive perception at 21, which is bonkers.
I think I'm actually gonna kick. Oh wait, what time did that happen? Is Craig still in here? Craig's still in here. Alright, I'm gonna kick Craig out.
Oh, okay.
Just gonna recording us chatting. So bye, Craig.
Bye,
Bye,
Craig.
Craig.
Or not.
Oh.